on the last episode. And hopefully the Psychic Shock Lance doesn't give Raccoonier brain damage. Okay, Psychic Shock, they went down. Cool. And now we capture. And so it continues. Alright, so looks like we're getting a solar flare again, which, goddammit, we have quite a bit of food in our freezer here, so hopefully this solar flare is as quick as the last one and won't screw us that bad. Not really a whole lot's been going on. I mean, we've had a couple of travelers and a couple of visitors, but they didn't really offer anything, so I just kind of, let them go by. I have been planning out our kitchen here. Kitchen slash rec room. It takes up quite a bit of space, but so it is going to be our biggest building. I also had to build it around these plants here because when your pawns walk through plants, they walk slower than they normally would. And so I don't want the entrance to be right in front of the plants here. Technically this place is going to have multiple entrances, but still, I don't want one of the entrances to be in front of the plants here. So I had to shift it up, and it's in a really weird position. So it's going to be kind of like a target. If any raids come in from this side, this building's going to get hit first, really. That's assuming they get through our walls once we build them. But yeah, so I haven't, I've started building it, sort of, but I'm not going to be finishing it anytime soon because I need a lot of marble to do the walls and the tables and stuff like that. We might be able to get it done soon, actually. I've basically made it so that they're making marble blocks here for pretty much forever. But once it's done, the 2 tablers are going to be right here. They could sit up to 16 people. Well, I guess up to 24 if I make use of these sides, but I'm not going to. A poker table is going to be right here. A pool table is going to be right here. We're going to have a butcher table on this side and a cooking table on this side. Probably snuck in right there and right there. This is going to be a door here, a door here, a door there, and a door in the front. That way it just makes it so the pawns, let's say they're trying to enter this building from this side. Okay, if the only door is right there, they'll have to walk all the way around the building and go in to eat, and it's very inefficient. So if we just put doors here and we leave them all open, then our pawn just literally has to walk in, boom. It's just more efficient to have more doors on this thing. So our nutrient paste dispenser is going to be right here with the hoppers, and it's also going to be a food storage, so because for obvious reasons. So we're going to have an air conditioning unit here and a couple of doors. And once we get a television, we'll put it right here, and we're going to have some seats right here looking at the television. So it's going to be a pretty popular building. I'm thinking I might put some housing down here and maybe over here. I kind of want to put another steam geothermal generator over here. I've just gone ahead and I've allowed all the steam geysers on the map. They won't pick them up right away because I have them doing so much other stuff right now. But yeah, I think once I get this, the outside of the building built, I will figure out where I want to plop the steam generator down. And then I guess we'll go from there. I've also queued up sort of an outline on how I want to build a wall down here. So once this wall is built, we're pretty much going to have this whole section of map defended. And the only real thing we'll have to worry about is maybe down here, but we have turrets for, and right here. And I guess if we're being attacked and one of the raids wants to target the mountain here and mine it out, I guess we'll have to worry about that too, because it's kind of thin in some places, and all it'll take is for someone to mine. But the thing is that if the raids decide they want to take the time to mine out a wall, that's perfect. If they want to mine out a wall, that gives us valuable time to set up our defense. Even if they want to set this wall on fire, it's not a big deal. This is actually really cheap. I would rather them set a wall on fire or try to mine through it than to build a whole bunch of traps, and then they're one-time uses and they're kind of expensive. So you build a bunch of traps, they die on it, and then you lose those resources forever. This is just a cheaper option. So I'm not too worried about the walls. I'll put them up, and then yeah. I think I'm gonna build some turrets though over here still, and up here for sure. I think this might be the next place I put turrets up here, because I don't really know what I'm gonna do for walls, considering there's a bunch of mud up here. Like, we could wall up to here and wall up here, but then they could still go over the mud here. So I think turrets over here will be nice. So that might be the next place I put some. But yeah, so other than that, not really a whole lot going on. Just doing a bunch of planning. Oh, I guess I finished our ideology room here. For a while, we've been having a trigger for getting our statue of the machinations down, as well as, you know, putting down a floor in the room, so that's gone. And because Black sculptured this statue, and they have the highest art skill that we ended up with an excellent statue, which is really nice. It means I won't really have to worry about getting a better statue for a long time. So we could just put it right there and leave it. Which I just realized now it's a chicken. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, guys. Good job. You made a chicken. And so yeah, the only thing we'll really have to do with this building is perhaps we will have to put down some more art pieces in the future, once our pawns have higher expectations of our colony here. And then also expanding the buildings for like a reliquary once we get our perfect cube. But that'll be the only thing we'll really have to worry about. And yeah, I think that's everything. So, gonna be working on this building. I might try and put down some more housing. And yeah, I guess we'll just go from there. And with that, the solar flare is ending. So it was a quick solar flare, thank God for that. Like I said previously, I think those could last up to like 2 or 3 days. And yeah, those could be pretty bad when they last that long. So yeah, our stuff is going to come online here. We can get back to functioning like normal. So it looks like we have a quest here. Nothing crazy, it's just an ancient complex nearby, which we'd have to send a caravan out to go check out here. I believe these ancient complexes are very similar to like an ancient danger. Similar, not the same, similar. In that you can enter them, they will definitely have a threat inside. They might not, but most of the time they do. And they have these like ancient, what are they called? They're basically like chests where you can open and you can get like a random item of importance. And those items can be anywhere from like an Archotech item to like a psychic item to a healer mech serum to just like an advanced component. So they can either be really good or incredibly underwhelming. Most of the time they're underwhelming. I think most of the time they have mechanoids inside of them, so if you are like really hurting for mechanoids for whatever reason, you can go there as well to get some. I haven't personally checked out an ancient complex yet. I believe I have done a quest where I've gone to an ancient complex to hack a terminal, I think. Or was that something else? But I think the ancient complex I went to was like really small and underwhelming, to be honest. But yeah, I haven't been to one that like already has a danger inside of it. The one I went to didn't have a threat, so but yeah, I won't really worry about that until I have better armor. I think I might go check out an ancient complex once I get recon or perhaps marine armor. And then obviously build some and gear up my pawns. Once I do that, then maybe I'll think about checking out these ancient complexes that are dotting our land very quickly here. But until then, I'm just going to ignore it for now. I think they last on the map forever. Or until you go and check them out, I mean. So, yeah. Other than that, not really a whole lot going on, I guess. Our needs here are getting kind of questionable for some of our newer recruits. And I think it's just because everybody wants a neural supercharge. And for some reason your recreation is unfulfilled. It's probably because you're sleeping. But this is the biggest hit we're having right now, so I'm going to have to plan out a room here. I'm going to probably just leave this building as is for now, just so I can get these neural supercharges up. I'm also going to probably put a steam generator maybe here is where I'm going to put it. It makes the most sense to put it around here because there's nothing really a whole lot going on over here. There's no real reason to head over here. So it's kind of snuck away here, and it'll be close to our kitchen and our neural superchargers here, so I think that's our most immediate plan. Alright, so it looks like we have a mad alpaca here. Just decided it wanted to become mad, I suppose. That's fine, stay mad. With any luck, he will probably go this way, up here, and right into our turrets. With any luck, of course. And for this, I suppose we could probably just get Lily to like stand here. Let's just watch to see which way it goes here. So it's gonna go up here. Oh no, Squid's gonna fucking run out there like a dip. Oh, maybe he'll go back. So it looks like this alpaca is probably gonna follow Squid then, which means he'll need to bring you over here. Of course. I mean, why not, right? Why not? Luckily, Squid is faster just because he has that bionic leg, I believe. Or no. He doesn't have the bionic leg. I was thinking of Soma for some odd reason. I think he has the bionic leg, right? Let's see. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm on, dude. But anyway, so this alpaca is going to come up here. And Lily's going to be prepared to shoot it with her shotgun. And this thing is going to die. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay, so we did get a shot. It tagged him in the leg. And Lily whiffed those 3 shots because, of course. Hopefully she can get away. Run! And of course the alpaca is slow now because of the shot to the leg. Alright. A couple more shots there. Let's keep kiting. And that'll do it. Perfect. Thank you, Lily, for your assistance. And that's that. So while we've been dealing with that, I've got together my neural supercharger room. We have 8 colonists right now, so I have 8 neural superchargers up here. If we get more colonists, then I'll build more down here. I don't see us ever having more than 16 colonists. If we ever get to that size, I might split up the colony and build 2 colonies instead of just 1. Maybe. And the reason why I'm thinking of doing that is because if we're going to beat the game through the Arco Nexus, then we will have to split up our colony at some point anyway. Because I think the requirement is that we get our colony to a certain to a certain colony, total colony wealth, and then somebody buys our colony, gives us a map part to the Arconexus, and then we have to go start a new colony. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong about that, but that's how I understand it anyway. By the way, I figured I would just give a quick peek at our total wealth here. Let's see. Of all time. Okay, so we started off at like 23k total wealth. Somehow. Either that or like it's not showing us. And since then, I mean, we've only had kind of a steady pace. We've been sort of ramping it up recently. And that's just because we've been getting more colonists and we have to deal with them more. We're still under 100k, which I'm kind of happy about after 63 days. However, yeah, like if we bought those advanced components recently, we'd be well above that. I think we'd be at like 120k or something like that. And I think the quest for the Arcode Nexus triggers at 100k, so that's why we haven't gotten that quest yet, but it would be nice to sort of plateau this out. But with me building new buildings, and especially once we get this rec room / kitchen done, I think I will be over 100k. But we've been going slow and steady here, which is what I like to see. Your colony wealth really contributes to what kind of raids you get, obviously, as well as who you're being raided by, and how many colonists you have will also determine how strong the raids you get are. But so far, it's been all right. But yeah, so we'll get this room done, we'll get these neural superchargers powered up, and then obviously our needs are not going to be so bad on everybody. Like, Lily won't have any negative thoughts once we get that all set up. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. Again, not really a whole lot going on. The Mad Alpaca is the only real event we've gotten after that quest, so... Okay, and somehow at 3 hours in the morning we get an eclipse. I don't know how, but we do. So this just basically means we're probably not going to get much plant growth for the next day or two. So nothing really crazy. We did finish our new neural supercharge area here, so all of our pawns are going to be happy with that. The next thing they're going to want, and probably fairly soon, is the biosculpting pods. However, I don't know where I'm going to put them. I don't really have a lot of room over here because of the mud. What I could do, potentially, is research... let's see. Where is it? Moisture pump, and get rid of some of this mud here, and then we'd have a little more room to build on, although this deep water might be difficult to get rid of. But even just getting rid of all of this and allowing room to basically just expand out this way, that'll be enough for our biosculpting pods. I like the idea of putting them right beside our neural superchargers here. These, by the way, took up almost all of the power for a geothermal generator, so we're going to have to build another one for our kitchen here. I forgot that these things take a lot of power. Jesus, 400 watts, that's insane. So yeah. Now that we have this done, though, we can start working on finishing our kitchen here. We have quite a bit of marble and slate. I have built another stonecutter table. And I put down a tool cabinet. I can put down one more, which I think I'll put here when I get to that. It'll help increase our production of stone bricks. Basically, this table will be for slate, this table will be for marble, and anytime I want one or the other, I'll unsuspend the task. I also put down a table here. That way, Black or whoever's working on bricks won't have to run all the way over here in order to sit down at a table and eat food. They can just sit here and eat instead. But that's all that's really been going on for now. I had another thought, but I forget what it was. Oh yeah, I have a mod, I think. Hold on, let me just check it really quick. Or maybe it won't show up here. I thought I had a mod that reduces like how much power this stuff takes. I could be wrong about that though. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, so our next big project is the kitchen. Okay, so we have another quest here. Shelter for a yeoman. So he wants to stay here for 15 days, essentially. We don't have any bedding for him. I guess we could makeshift the prisoner room for him. He's suffering from paralytic abasia, so he'll be basically useless while he's here. Which is fine. That's probably a good thing. Whenever quests like this happen, if they are suffering from paralytic abasia, that's normally a good thing, because then you don't have to deal with mood. You don't really have to worry about them. The only thing you have to do is just keep them fed, and that's fine. For that we can get Goodwill, which will bring us up to 60, which will be really close to making us an ally with them. We can get a new pawn here. Let's see what they have. Ascetic, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. The reason why Ascetic is bad is because a lot of people like this this trait because they're basically really low maintenance. However, the problem being is that, how do I explain it? Essentially, as your colony wealth go up, the higher chance that this trait is going to trigger a bad mood on them. If you have rooms that have any kind of art in it, if you're trying to make your colony pawns happy using like statues or anything that makes the place more beautiful, the higher chance the Ascetic is going to trigger and cause a bad mood. Early game, a really good pawn, because you don't have to worry about them. If you're doing an undergrounder sort of deal, like if you're building a mountain base and your whole idea is like an undergrounder ideology, then Ascetic isn't bad either. Another thing is if you're doing like extreme playthroughs, if you're playing like on an ice sheet or something like that, or even maybe a desert, Ascetic can also help out there too. But the longer your colony stays afloat, the higher your colony wealth gets, the higher chance that Ascetic ends up being a bad thing. The only other good thing about them is that if you have colonists of other ideology try to convert someone who's Ascetic, it won't, like, it'll basically be half the effect it normally would, which is fine. But otherwise, I'm not really going to take this pawn. The only thing I'm really looking for right now from a new pawn is a high social skill with a passion in it. We only have one pawn that's really high social skill, and I would like another one to switch Soma off of this role here. While he has been doing beautifully, he still is only social level 1, so I would like for that to change. So I could take Honor, but I don't even have a throne room yet, so I think I'm just going to take Goodwill. I will temporarily let this prisoner room here be for our colonists so that they can stay in there, and I will really have to start looking about making some more bedrooms here. I could even probably put it in behind the kitchen here. Because they'll have easy access into the kitchen, and then, yeah. So let's accept for Goodwill. They will arrive, I think, by shuttle right here. We will set this for colonists. We really don't need to even give them like a beautiful room. We could even put them outside if we really had to. And they won't care because they're in paralytic abasia. Nothing really matters. You just have to make sure to feed them to keep them alive, and yeah, that's about it. Another thing I have to do is I have to get rid of these columns. I forgot that I normally put light columns in these spots, so I'll have to destroy these marble columns. And yeah, I'm just working on making our kitchen right now. Okay, so we finished auto door research. The reason why I wanted this is because auto doors are really good for freezer rooms. This room right here, I've had to put 2 coolers in because our pawns ended up entering this room so many times that the room wouldn't stay cold enough because the doors would be open for a long period of time, and auto doors will basically make it so that the doors are shut longer, allowing the room to cool more. And I'm going to be putting auto doors right here and here. I think I'll still put 2 coolers just to be super extra safe. But auto doors are really good for situations like freezers, or if you have a hospital. An auto door to your medicine room, like where your herbal medicine is and stuff like that, and your reserve food is super, super, super good. Because it'll essentially just make it so that your pawns can get to your medicine quicker, because they won't have to wait as long for the doors to open, and it'll also keep your medicine and your food cooler a lot easier, if that makes sense. I really like the nutrient paste in this game, by the way, because it essentially makes it so that your cook doesn't really have to make anything. You could put all your pawns on nutrient paste dependency, and then what you can do is that when you build your hospital, you could set up a shelf where you have your cook make like lavish meals and put it in the hospital on the shelf. And essentially what that'll do is that your pawns won't eat the lavish meals that are on the shelf. Your cook will make sure that the shelf is stocked with food, and it'll be in the hospital, so it'll be in really close reach of being able to feed the people that are at the hospital, if that makes sense. By the way, so looking at our map here, the only real room I have for making a hospital is right here. I'm using this space for the kitchen and the houses, and I don't really have... I mean, I could destroy this mountain here, but the hospital is kind of big. Like, it's even bigger than this this kitchen, I would say, that I've made. And this is the only real place that has space for it, which means it'll be rubbing up against our walls, which I'm kind of worried about. Another thing I could do is I could destroy our windmill here, and then we'd have space down here for a hospital. But again, it would be kind of rubbing up against our walls here, and we'd have to find places to put our turrets and our defenses, so I'm kind of stuck. Luckily, we don't have to worry about a hospital right at this moment, but it's still something to think about. Oh yeah, you have to change this. I forgot that raccoon joined our our colony and that I would have to change this. Let's see. I also have to change our schedule. Dang, bro. Let's do that just on the off chance that they do end up needing it. But yeah, so this is the quest that we have going on here. No meditation spot. What do you mean? Oh, you need psi focus? Dude, you're in paralytic aphasia. Get out of here with that. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's why I researched auto doors, is that these can close a lot quicker. Okay, so it looks like we have a raid here. We have nobody wielding guns yet. They're coming from the bottom right, which means they'll come up right through there. They might go up here. I doubt it. They'll probably want to hit the windmill first. Let's see. I had something else I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I was going to... Well, I was thinking about maybe researching medicine production pretty soon here. Just because it'll be nice to be able to heal people using regular medicine instead of just herbal medicine all the time, because herbal medicine caps out at 70% tend quality, whereas regular medicine can go up to 100. Let's see. Let's see if they decide they want to charge us first. Which, unfortunately, I don't know right away. What I will do, though, is I will grab anyone who has ranged. Anyone who has good ranged, anyway. And I think Squid has a master bow, yeah. And then we'll bring Samson as well. We'll put him, like, right here, something like that. Let's see if they charge us right away. Looks like they are, which is fine. Hopefully they come this way. So we should probably put Soma there and Squid right there. This one looks like he might be going up here, which is kind of stupid. Oh, they're chasing Samson, fuck. Looks like this person is going up there. What the hell? Looks like we'll have to draft Slick here, which is kind of stupid. Well, it looks like we're getting some shots in. The turrets are doing their job, which is nice. I should probably take a look. This guy is really slow. Because he has asthma. This one has a bad back. This one has a peg leg. So that's why they're moving slow. Great memory. Too smart is actually amazing. If we down Mary here, we might just try and add them to our colony. Because Too Smart is actually amazing. They have a really high plant skill. They don't have social, which is what we're looking for. This person has a bite scar. So I'm not too keen on getting them. Although they do have the social skill we're looking for, so... What do you have? Pyromaniac? So definitely no. Pisses... Of course they do. It pisses me off that they instantly damage him. They somehow made it through the Valley of Fire. This person died immediately, which means the good pawn I won't be getting, unfortunately. Looks like everybody else is going to be coming up through here, which is fine. Oh my god, you shot Samson in the back, you dumb bitch. Looks like it didn't really do a whole lot. Let me see. It looks like our pawn here is high on Psych IT, which they shouldn't be, but... Let's see, they dropped a regular medicine, which is really good. It looks like this person died because their head got destroyed. Which is funny. I don't think I'll worry about taking their weapons, though. Looks like Slick is about to attack this guy. We should probably... Who is really close? You just have a short bow, but let's move you in anyway. Support will be really good in this down here, just to make sure. I hate that Samson took damage immediately. He shouldn't have. Let's put him over here. So how are we doing here? Slick took damage. Looks like they're taking more damage, which is good to know. Oh, and they're dead. Okay. So that ended up alright. They'll have to rest and be healed back up. We can undo them. Okay, can you guys land something, though? That'd be great. This guy decided he would just run past. because of course they would. Took some damage in her bionic leg. And they're all dead. Okay. So we didn't down a single one of them, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, not that it really matters at the end of the day. I would have liked this pawn, though. It sucks that we have 3 people who are damaged because of that, though. Because for some reason, this idiot went up here. And for some reason, these idiots wanted to go around instead of freaking going out here, which is so annoying. Lily had to take damage because for some reason being right here wasn't in range for the shotgun, which is annoying. But yeah, so we have 3 people who are injured, which is... it's just so annoying, dude. This guy was holding a mace. But all in all, that could have been worse. Like I said, as long as we don't get any deaths, then we're golden. Again, I would have liked this guy, though. That sucks really bad that he went down. But luckily they weren't aligned with any of the factions we could have used their goodwill for. So it doesn't really matter that they all died at the end of the day. If we did get raided by Hebo or these people here, I would like to down people instead of killing them outright, because then I have a chance of getting goodwill out of it. But it looks like Christina's going to be on big time work, trying to heal everybody back up here. But of course, Lily will first want to eat food. Okay, luckily they're like side by side here, so we'll be able to attend them really quick. So again, all in all, that could have been worse. We're going to be down 3 pawns until they get healed up, but yeah, that would... It just... I don't know. I think I'm upset by the fact that these things were goddamn useless, and our shotgun person should have been over here. Because apparently they were like, oh, let's go around, and maybe I need to put doors there. I think that might be what it is. I don't want to put it there. Okay, so I guess that's that. I'll keep working on building our extra houses here and our kitchen. Oh, Jesus. So back to back here, we have marriage between Squid and Black, and we have an exotic goods trader. Marriage is kind of annoying because it means I need to set up another house. It's kind of good though, because we'll have 2 beds be freed up here. And of course, exotic goods trader, now that we have an orbital trade beacon. Although we'll wait as long as we can to get Samson healed back up before he heads over there. Might take a little bit, but we'll have some time. So we'll watch the marriage, and I guess I'll set up a house over here. Okay, so it looks like our bulk goods trader, I think that's what they were, has some good stuff for us to buy here. They have hyperweave, which we're going to ignore. I feel like this item is super overrated. If you can get it like as a byproduct from quests, meaning you get this and something else, then is the only time you really get it. But you usually only get it in like chunks of 100, and that's enough to make a duster. So hyperweave is not actually that good. You're better off just doing Devil Strand. And it's not worth the price. It's like way overpriced. Like just for this much is $1,000. Like that's a lot of silver. Samson's injured, so he can't really trade very well here, but we will give him our 4 Yale that we have. But the reason why we're going to trade with him anyway is because they have a healing enhancer, and I think I want to give that to Samson. They also have a telescope and a mega screen television, which will be very nice for rounding out our recreation. You can't normally make a mega screen television. You have to buy it, and same thing with a telescope. So while it's here, we might as well get it. We're gonna lose quite a lot of silver to make these trades, which sucks because Samson is still injured here. It looks like Samson's gonna take a while to heal back up anyway too. So, but we will buy these things, and while Samson is being healed back up, I think we're gonna install this healing enhancer into him. So it'll help him be able to recover faster from his melee brawls that he gets into. They also have cataphract armor, which I would love to take, but it's 3,000 silver. So that would take all of our bank just to buy that alone. And I want the mega screen television and the telescope now, so unfortunately we're gonna have to forego this for now. And there are other things that are kind of nice. Word of Trust is interesting, and Berserk Pulse is also interesting, but they're not worth it right now. We don't have the funds for any of it, so I think we will just accept that and move on with our lives, I suppose. I queued up at the house here, so once the marriage is done between Squid and Black, they'll be able to sleep in here. I don't think they're getting married right now. Yeah, they're not going to get married right now, but they will soon. And so having this house ready is going to be nice for them. But other than that, we just have to wait for Lily and Samson to get healed back up here.